Go ahead,
the
Trev. You can explain
marketplaces
better than me.
don't the marketplaces basically don't line up. So
So it
a,
says
a,
right
a dude a
here,
dude a dude
only
that's a 5, a dude that and that's that. You going into that stat? Is that what you're saying?
yeah,
Yeah,
you
because
know,
it also includes men who haven't had sex in 1 year. So it's not just they're not all virgins. It's either you have to put the two together, or virgins or haven't had sex within the past year. I get that, right?
So
So, but
literally not getting none.
yeah, either way.
virgin
So
and not getting sex in a year is two different things.
yeah, no, I get that. But what we're saying is that, okay, let's say that a dude who would be considered a 5, and not by woman standards, but by, let's just say, metrics based on the bell curve, right?
Sure.
That 5 can't get a 5, right? He can
Mhm.
probably get a 3 or a 2. And we're not just talking about looks, we're talking about attributes, everything. He doesn't
Sure.
have access to that. Whereas the woman who's a 5 has access to 5 and down, plus up to possibly 8. So the women have more access to dudes, right?
Okay.
And that's why we would say that women are more stingy with marriage than men. And truth be told, I don't even believe that men control access to sex and women control access to men control access to marriage and women control access to sex. I don't believe that. What I believe is that the person who has more perceived value, they actually have control over both. Whoever has more perceived value controls both. That's that. I'll put it that way, right? Because if I really want you, right? I know you were hottie out here. I know that other cats want you. I want to lock your ass down. There are dudes, some who I know, right, that who have chased women because they like, yo, I want to lock that down. I'm about to marry her or whatever it is that I want. If she does everything that I want in a woman, why would you not want to lock her down? Men do want to lock women down. And, black men may have a lot of options as far as different races and stuff, but they're still nearly 80% loyal to black women. So they don't typically want to go outside. So they would just, check out altogether before they do that. So we got to keep that into consideration either. It's not like we're just, turning on black women. It's not that. It's just that we want certain attributes within black women, which in our opinions, we feel are reasonable. But
No, Trev, I agree with you, but I think that it just depends on the guy. Because I would argue that a lot of hoes get married. A lot. I don't know if y'all don't know this, hoes, but when they go back to homecoming, we like.
I don't think any of those hoes on that panel were married. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I would definitely venture to say
when we go places in real life, like I don't know panel life because I don't know those people personally. But to me, the ones who are out there that put themselves out there are the ones who are
also Shan.
Looking like.
To my credit, though, the 3 good women that I did meet, all of them are married. Me being married to one of them. So the 3 good women that I experienced in my life, the 2 that I passed up on, both went on to actually get married because they were good women. And then my wife. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I do believe that good women get married because they're good women. But I think that sometimes women have an overinflated ego that they believe that they're good women when in actuality, they're not very good women. So they'd come out here and say, oh my God, I was such a good woman to him. And then when you start to peel back them layers and you start to and you talk to him, you start to find out like, nah, she wasn't that great of a woman to begin with.
So in my observation, right? Because I just like to observe people. I think that nowadays, I don't know at what point you guys got married, but I do think that now is a little different than even 5-6 years ago, right? I think that the internet has caused a little bit, the grass is greener on the other side. People feel like they have access to people they really don't have access to, right? I also believe that there's a narrative that's out here about marriage. It's just better to be single, right? The responsibility that comes along with, everybody's on an individual now. Nobody wants to work in a collective anymore. Nobody wants to work with somebody anymore. I think that that's an issue. And I also think
it's a good person.
Huh?
Would you say that would be a good person to marry? The people that you just described, the group of people that you just described.
Oh, no. But I'm saying there's an influx of that on both sides, both genders, right? And I also believe that I just don't believe that right now the environment, especially when it comes to social media, is helping the situation of marriage rates. And I think that our community, I think every community is getting hit. Our community is getting hit the hardest as it
So
relates.
our women don't know how to measure themselves up to what the standards that the man want them to meet as far as being a wife for him. That's the problem. These women know they don't qualify for certain man. They still try to go at them. They know they don't fucking qualify. They know they punching outside that weight class.
Sure.
That's why they go and get BBLs and all this other dumb shit. But they don't want to measure up to what the preferences of the man that they desire. That's what a disconnect is. They want these men, but they want to force them into accepting them for who they are. That's why you got things like movements like body positivity and sexual liberation and all this other shit. They want to create a society where, hey, look, take away your preferences and just accept me who I am with all of my past, all of my trauma, all of my promiscuities. Accept it. That's what they want men to do. That's the attack. The man don't have no problem. Once a man go say this is what I want, X, Y, and Z, he misogynistic. It's a problem with him. We need to cancel him. Take away his microphone. I made a video today. I'm waiting on the heat. I'm getting a little bit of heat, but I made a video. Well, actually, I made it a couple of days, but I released it. It's 14 things women got to bring to the table, because I know there's a disconnect between what women got to bring to the table. And all the shit I put on there is basic shit, like a high school diploma. And I give bitches in the comment, excuse my language, women in the comments, you controlling, you, why do I got to have a high school education? Like, what the fuck is we don't got to? Like, a man can't even ask you to, your parents told you to go get a fucking diploma. He just asking you to do what your damn parents told you to do. And I get pushed back for that. Like, it's like, what? Just basic stuff. Can you bring your STI panel? No, you can't just trust my word. Like, what the?
Can you have a job? What the hell you mean? Can I have a job?
Your boss tell you to go get this. Your boss tell you when you want to get this job, you got to go have X, Y, Z. You go run and get that shit. But the man that's supposed to marry you have the audacity to have the same criteria your damn boss had.
Well,
goddamn shame.
I think that I see where Shannon is coming from, right? But I think that's the overarching point, is that even when we watched the video that we reacted to, right? These were women. I wholeheartedly believe that their idea of protection is, you ain't got to put it up there, JR, unless you're about to play something. I wholeheartedly believe that their idea of protection is accepting what they believe to be sex positive, which is this whole phase and all of that. That's what they believe. They truly want, and to Bruce's point, that's what they're trying to do, is they're trying to browbeat men. They're trying to beat men into submission by saying, you need to accept this from me as the norm, as take me for who I am. And men are saying, why? No. Well, you don't know where I came from. I don't care where you came from. I don't care that I don't care what happened to you in your past. I don't care what you did and all of this. Before you come to me, you need to do the work to come to me a better person. Just like we don't ask women to deal with broke men, a bum. If he come up off the street and say that man asking for change and walk up to you and say, well, man, you got to be able to ride this out with me. We at least tell y'all that you got to, that we at least tell the man you got to have a job that can do something. We're not telling y'all to go out there and grab from the bottom of the barrel when we're asking y'all to accept men. But what these women are doing is they're asking us to grab and pick from the bottom of the barrel and accept it and hold it up in a high regard and a high light and say, this is mother God queen of our community. That's what those women on that panel were saying. Hold me up. When it comes to us in the media, hold us up as the mother God queens that we are in all our sexual liberation. And all we're saying is we don't want that.
I'm going to say this going into 2025. I'm going to go on the record. You heard it here first on Lapeef Network. The reason why women are being degraded in media and bashed all over podcasts and platforms, it's not because of black men. It's because of your own damn self. is because of your own damn decisions, your own choices, your own behavior, and your own image. It got to start with you.